Let's start our interview. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Oh,
Assalamualaikum to teacher Nick. I'm Imran. I'm from Unicel. So tonight I want to do an online interview with you. Okay.
okay.
So my first
But before that,
question.
Waalaikumsalam
Ah,
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
okay. Sorry. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
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 Hmm.
Can I proceed?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So our first question that I will
Okay.
ask you. Okay.
Hmm.
Why did you decide to become an English educator?
Okay, first of all, I love to read English books since I was in primary school, I think. And then from there, I think mm, when I look around, especially my teachers at that time, I'm thinking, oh, when I grow up to be a teacher. So from there, so it means that from my when I was in primary school, I
Wow.
know that one day I want to be a teacher.
Wow, that's good.
Mm,
All right. So
mm.
then the second question, at the university level, what courses did
Mm.
you take back then when you were in uni?
Actually, I start with CJ, and then
Okay.
after mm, I think around 2000 something. I can't remember exactly the year. I proceed with the next level, Bachelor of Education, in primary education.
Wow.
I think it was maybe 12 years back or 15 years back. I'm not sure about the year. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
That's good to hear. Then the second, no, the third question. The third question from us, how many
Mm.
holders did you have? Like degree,
This one.
diploma?
Okay. First of all, I have Sijil. That one
Mm.
from IBDA, Jita Kedah.
Mm.
And then they converted CJ to diploma. Okay.
Okay.
And then just I told you just now, I uh, I further my study and then with bachelor. Mm.
Wow, that's
I,
great.
yes, that I can't remember exactly the date, the year also. Mm.
Mm. Well,
Mm.
that's still great to know.
Mm. During
Then,
my time, no a bachelor straight away. During my time, that was in 2000. Let me see. 2003.
mm,
That time, we have just certificate only for teachers. Masa tu
mm.
kan mak aku keguruan, if you still remember. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then the fourth question. After you
Okay.
graduated, in which school did you started to teach first? What is your first school?
My first school was in Kelantan, SK Ulukusia, but that time with my CJ only. But after I graduated, my school is SK Section 7 until now.
Oh, okay. Then
Mm.
the fifth question. How long have
Mm.
you been in the teaching field? How many years?
Mm. This year, I think it is my 29th years of service.
Okay.
29th, darling. Mm.
Okay, thank you. Then
Mm.
the
Mm.
sixth question. In a classroom,
Okay.
how did you design
Mm.
your oral and oral materials, listening and speaking? How do you create?
Awesome. We use the textbook as our guideline, and from there, we create the lesson. But we use the textbook, okay, as our guideline. Okay, from there we expand, and then it depends on our pupil also. You see how it goes on. You have the planning,
Mm,
but at the same time you need to adjust accordingly, okay, because sometimes you this way, but sometimes it doesn't work that way, so you have to adjust accordingly to your pupil time. Mm.
mm, I get it. Okay, then the
Mm.
seventh question from us.
Okay.
How
Mm.
do you create and what kind of method do you use to create tests or assessments for your students?
Okay, as you know, we don't have exams, right now.
Mm,
We just have assessments, what we call PBD. Okay, as for me, as myself, okay, um, for every topic, let's say we have finished for the topic, say, we have done the topic, let's say for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then after we have done with the topic, we straight away I straight away the test, the assessment. Okay,
Mm,
do you
I
know
see.
why? Because I want to check my pupils' ability, or either they understand or not the lesson. Okay,
Mm,
if uh, if if I um realize that they still did not get the lesson, so I repeat that skill or that part. Okay.
okay, that's good to hear.
Mm,
Then the eighth
mm,
question from us: how will you, as
mm.
an English educator, manage your classroom?
Okay, for me, I set 3 rules for them. This rule, you need to tell them the first day you come to the class. Okay.
Mm,
As for me, I have 3 simple rules. Which one? The first one, you need to focus on the lesson. Since I'm teaching primary school, they tend to like to play with the things, with their hands, their fingers.
mm,
So I need to tell them, okay, no playing around with your hands, with your fingers, with your things. You need to focus on me. Your eyes should be on me all the time. Okay.
mm,
Secondly, I ask them to for them to hand in their work on time. Okay, make sure every time you do the work, you hand in to me. Okay, all right. And the
mm,
third one, okay, sometimes they're quite naughty, right? So I make sure that they do not use harsh words in the classroom. Okay,
mm,
because some of the people they tend to say,
the
okay,
curse words.
ah,
Mm, got
yes.
it.
So as a teacher, I'm making sure that they do not use that word in my classroom, especially. Okay.
Mm, okay.
So you need to have some rules with them. Okay.
Mm,
By
understood.
the first day you just enter the class, you need to tell them the rules. Okay. So they know what to expect from you. Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
Then the
Alright.
ninth question from us: before you
Ah,
conduct a class, what kind of
ah.
preparation did you do? Like lesson
Okay.
plan?
First of all, of course, definitely we need to have the lesson plan. All right. So with the lesson plan, it comes with the props, everything. So you have to have that things. Get ready with them. Okay. As for me, as myself, I like to use a ball. A paper ball, which is
Oh,
very simple, but they like it very much. For example, for the introduction part, you throw the ball to them and ask them something.
oh yeah, we had it back in our
Uh-huh.
class.
Yes. So
Mm,
it's very easy to get them. Um, we need them to listen to us, right?
mm,
So it's one way of getting them their attention to. Mm,
mm, got it. Okay,
mm,
so this is the
mm.
last question, the 10th question from
Okay.
us. Can you give
Mm.
any suggestions or advice for us as an upcoming English educators?
All right. Okay.
Mm,
First of all, you need to have plenty or zillions of patience because nowadays pupils they do not like to learn. I've noticed this.
mm,
Mm-mm. Maybe because of some factors like they like to play games. But this is my pupils. I'm talking about my pupils. Okay, they do not like to learn. Okay, mostly I would like to say maybe 60% of them. Okay, so they tend to play a lot. They tend not to listen to you. They tend to be um,
not so focused.
mm, naughty, quite naughty in the class.
Oh, not see.
Actually, they want to. Yes, actually, they want to. They want us to listen to them. Actually, that's
Mm,
one way of asking us to listen to them, but not at the right moment. You know what I mean or not? Mhm.
yeah, I got
They
it.
want to have our attention, actually disturbing the class. So you need to have a lot of patience, and then you need to have certain ways how to gain their trust to us as
Yeah.
teachers. Mm, I think if you are able to do that, they trust you enough, they will listen to you. If they love you, definitely they will listen to you attentively. But you have to get their attention first.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the key point.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, I guess
Hmm.
that's all from us. Thank you for having us. Thank
Okay,
you.
you are welcome.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. We are in SMK Tuanku Abdul Rahman, Batu Haran. So today we are with teacher Haslina. Assalamualaikum teacher, how are you?
I'm good.
So we will proceed with the questions. So my first question to you, why did you decide to become an English educator?
I'm really into English when I was much younger, so it comes naturally with teaching as well.
Alright, second question from us. At the university level, what courses did you take?
I majored in TESOL, or during my days it is called TESOL, Teaching English for Speakers of Other Languages. And my minor is in environmental science.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So the third question from us, how many holders did you have, such as diploma, degree, and so
I
on?
only have a degree in English.
Oh, okay, that's cool. The fourth question from us, after you graduated, in which school did you started your first teaching?
My first posting would be in Johor, one of the remote school in Johor, in Felda Pemanis. That was like 24 years ago.
Oh, that's all. Fifth question from us. How long have you been in teaching field?
This would be my 4th year. I started in 2000, July 2000. 24th year.
24. Next question from us. In the classroom, how did you design your oral and oral material?
Okay, for English for secondary school, we have the CFR. So CFR would mainly we would be given a textbook for us to follow all the lessons, and then you have all the listening exercises, all the speaking exercises in the book. So we just use them, and it's also in the scheme of work.
That's nice. Question, the seventh question from us. How do you create and what kind of method do you use to create tests or assessments for your students?
Okay, we would normally have all these workbooks being sent to us earlier on in the year, and then most of the time we will actually get questions from the state or even the PPT itself. They sent us questions to do.
Oh, I see.
So we got help. Basically, we got help from other departments.
The next question, which is the eighth question from us. How will you, as an English educator, manage your classroom? For example, if a student is not compliant with your instruction, what will you do?
Okay, first off, you will arrange them according to alphabetical order, and you will place the rowdy ones in front. You place the rowdy one in front, and you put them with the odd ones out. You know they won't be able to chit chat and disrupt the classes. And if all that fails, you send them to discipline.
The next question, which is the ninth question from us. Before you conduct a class, what kind of preparation did you do? For example, did you do lesson plan or maybe props?
Okay, a day before the actual lesson, we would have sat down and then complete our lesson plan. Those days when I first started teaching, it would be slightly difficult because we don't have any online materials that we can actually fall back on. Nowadays, everything is there. You know, when you plan to do certain activities, resources are there. So it's much easier on teachers like us nowadays.
I see. Okay, so for the final question, the 10th question from us, can you give any suggestions or advice for us as an upcoming English teachers?
Advice. You need to really fall in love with the profession itself. Teaching is not merely placing children in classes and make them listen to you. You cannot make them listen. You cannot make children and expect them to sit and listen. You need to be their friend. You need to be approachable, but they are not. You can be their friend, but they are not your friend. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
There should be a certain level of respect between
boundaries.
There should be boundaries to be respected. There should be some level of respect between you. You need to respect them as a teacher. You as a teacher need to respect them. Students, being children, have to respect them. Have to respect you as the teachers as well.
Yeah,
So there would be a good dynamics between the teacher and the student.
Yeah, I I understood. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Teacher Hasina, for having us.
Thank you.
And hopefully we can do an interview session with you again in the
Okay,
future.
no worries. Sure.
Alright. Okay, thank you for